right? When you look at the two NAVs, there is the management fees which we charge, which can be common to both the NAVs. What we charge on this side is the same we charge on that side. Is the other expenses, I've talked about it earlier, so I'll rush through this a bit. The other expenses are the same, which is CAMS, CARVI, whatever you call it. And over and above are the 2 basis point investor education. And here is the difference between the two NAVs. And what is the difference? Right? This is the brokerage. Carl Richards were on your program the other day. This is that behavioral gap slide, which I've changed into what I call the advisor's gap going forward. But look at it from this perspective. Look at it from the client's perspective. If the client is getting the same thing that he's getting from you, what will he prefer? Let's be a little honest. Yeah, this is where the story starts, and this is where that change in graph also started. If he's getting the same thing that he's getting from you, he will prefer a cheaper one, right? Make no mistake. Okay, I'm just a normal outsider looking at it from the outside, and I'm just being a little honest, and please forgive me for being honest today, because it's the need of that, right? So that's the thing. If the question then I ask is, if this is the advisor's gap, what is the advisor's alpha? Shall we progress from here to discover that and discuss that? Some you may agree, some you may not agree, some we may discuss. Because when you look at the difference in the job, let's look at the job right now. And when you look at the job right now, the job right now is practically this. The amount of time that goes into ascertaining the asset class is humongous. Look at the job at hand. What is good AMC? What are the returns of those products? Which is a good scheme? What is debt? What is credit? What is duration? What is mid cap? What is small cap? Large cap? No, multi-cap. Maybe thematic. Goes into forming our jobs. Is there anything else which forms our job? Or primarily this? Yeah? There is an agreement on that? If there is 1 hour in our workplace, 50 minutes goes into, 40 minutes goes into this, ascertaining what this is. Fair? Yeah, agreement? Okay, brilliant. So I'm just saying, and we can differ in the bips on that. What defines the movement or the life of all distributors here is the behavior of the advisor. The great Robert Kiyosaki has said, what has he said? The investor is never risky, the advisor is risky, right? So this is that. It is your behavior, not the investor's behavior. Investor nahi maan raha hai to main kya kar sakta hu? That thing is out of the window. It is your behavior which can add between 100 to 150 bips difference between the client's returns, what it is and what it can be. We'll explain all of that going forward. Second is asset allocation, which defines everything. Trust, I'm putting asset allocation below your behavior. I'm not putting that at number 1. Okay, asset allocation can change a lot of things, from not making money to as much as 75 basis points. Yeah. The portfolio rebalancing, I will discuss that because this was a revelation to me just a few days ago. How much the power of portfolio rebalancing can do to a client's portfolio. We will discuss that also. I feel that it can add up to 35 basis. All this is subjective, okay? I'm just saying these are the things which change. And then the expense ratio that the client incurs also adds to his returns. At a higher expense ratio, it is something, if it is mixed or lowered, it can go up by 40 basis points at present market condition. And finally, that slide which we discussed before this, which was 40 minutes out of that 1 hour we were spending, I feel adds nothing to IFA alpha at all. That is the job. That is the job. We'll discuss that at length. That is a given. It does not add anything more to the clients or your alpha at all. That is what you bring to the table at a basic level. That is probably the advisor gap, not the advisor alpha. The advisor gap starts from here, and from here on starts the alpha. Right? Let's explain or discuss that one by one, because we MC guys have 2 parts to our remuneration. One is the salary part, one is the bonus part. Okay, this is the salary part. Yes, this is the security choice or the underlying choice of the portfolio. That choice is a given. I'm just saying that will not create anything for you. This is where he will feel that what he's getting from you, he can get somewhere else also. The differentiation then starts over this. Fair?